So you're prepping for the CPA BAR exam, and you keep seeing this term everywhere, data analytics. But what does that actually mean when it comes to the test questions you're going to face? Well, let's cut through the noise and break down exactly what you need to know to master it.
And look, this quote really says it all. Why is this so critical? It's because businesses aren't just looking at their own books anymore. They're making huge decisions based on massive amounts of data. And now, CPAs are expected to be the ones who can make sense of it all. And you better believe the exam reflects this new reality.
All right, so here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with why this is a new core skill for every CPA. Then we'll dive into the 4 main types of analytics and a super helpful 5-stage framework you can use. We'll even see it in action with a practical example, and then we'll wrap it all up with how this gives you a serious edge on exam day.
First up, let's talk about the huge shift in the CPA role. I mean, we're moving way beyond traditional bookkeeping. We're evolving into data storytellers, the people who can find the narrative hidden inside the numbers and provide those deep business insights.
Just think about it for a second. The modern business world is absolutely flooded with data. It's coming from everywhere: social media, customer reviews, operational sensors, you name it. The CPA's job now is to harness all of it, both the financial stuff we're used to and all this non-financial info, to spot trends and help businesses make way smarter decisions.
And this right here, this is exactly what the bar exam is going to test you on. The test isn't about memorizing a bunch of definitions. Nope, it's all about these 3 practical skills. Can you take a messy spreadsheet of raw data and turn it into something useful? Do you know what kind of data you even need to do the analysis? And then, can you look at the results and actually explain what's happening in the business? That's the key. The exam tests your ability to apply these skills, not just to find them.
Okay, so how do we actually do all this? Well, that brings us to section 2. I want you to think of these 4 types of analytics as the essential tools in your professional toolkit. Each one is designed to answer a different kind of business question.
But before we open up that toolkit, let's just get on the same page with the official definition. At its heart, data analytics is really just this: the process of taking information, making sense of it, and then using what you find to support solid, evidence-based decisions. It's all about moving from messy, raw data to confident action.
Now, what's so powerful here is how these 4 types build on each other. It's kind of like climbing a ladder of insight, right? We start on the first rung with descriptive analytics, which just tells us what happened. Then we climb up to diagnostic to figure out why it happened. From there, we go to predictive analytics to forecast what might happen in the future. And at the very top, we have prescriptive analytics, which tells us what we should do about it. See? Each step adds more and more value.
So having the tools is one thing, but knowing how to use them is the real trick. And that brings us to a practical 5-stage framework that basically gives you a roadmap for the entire analytics process, from start to finish. Here they are, the 5 stages. It's a really logical flow that starts with a clear question, moves through gathering and cleaning the data, then you do the actual analysis, and you finish by sharing your results. This structure is going to be your best friend for tackling any data analytics problem systematically.
Everything, and I mean everything, starts right here with a clear question. Before you even think about touching the data, you have to know what problem you're trying to solve. Are we trying to understand why our budget variance is off? Are we worried about the net profit margin? Defining a specific, measurable KPI is the absolute critical first step.
Next, we've got to get the data, and we use a process called ETL, that's extract, transform, and load. We extract data from all these different systems, we transform it, which is a fancy way of saying we clean it up and make sure dates are dates and numbers are numbers, and then we load it into one place for our analysis. This cleaning part, it is absolutely vital. You can't get good insights from messy data. You know the saying, garbage in, garbage out?
All right, now for the fun part, the analysis itself. This is where we really start digging into that clean data to find those patterns and trends. But, it's also about checking our work. Do we have the right information? Do we need to get more? And crucially, can we vouch our findings back to source documents, like an invoice or a contract, to prove they're legit?
And finally, stage 5, communication. Look, an amazing insight is totally useless if nobody understands it. And that is exactly why data visualization, using charts and graphs, is so incredibly important. It makes your findings so much easier for people to grasp and remember. The goal here is to tell a clear, compelling story with the data.
Okay, theory is great and all, but let's make this real. We're going to apply that 5-stage framework to a pretty common accounting problem.
So here's our business question.
Duplicate vendor payments. They're expensive, and you'd be surprised how often they happen. Trying to find them by hand? It takes forever. So how can data analytics help us solve this efficiently?
This is how we tackle it with our framework. We've defined our question, we go get the accounts payable data, and we clean it up. Then, in the analysis phase, we sort all the payments by invoice number, date, and amount. And this is where the magic really happens. We can instantly spot duplicates, even the sneaky ones where somebody added an extra dash or a letter A to try and bypass the system's controls. Analytics makes this possible in a fraction of the time.
Okay, let's bring it all home. Why is mastering all this stuff going to give you a major advantage on the bar exam? All right, listen up, because this is a huge tip for the exam. The AI CPA is going to throw tables of data at you, and they want to see if you have an eye for detail. They are testing your data literacy. Can you spot an anomaly? Can you see when something just looks off, like a dollar amount sitting in a date field? You have got to pay super close attention to the data's integrity. So when you're studying, boil it all down to these three things. First, get really good at turning that raw, messy data into clean, useful information. Second, understand what kind of data structures you need to do proper financial analysis. And third, and most importantly, practice using analytics to find those patterns and trends, and then explain what they mean for the business.
And with that, we're at the end. I'm going to leave you with this one last thought. Data analytics, it isn't just another topic to check off a list for the bar exam. This is the future of our profession. So as you're studying, really ask yourself, how am I going to use this analytical toolkit to not just pass this test, but to add real, tangible value throughout my entire career?